After spending some time with Heidegger, I think I've finally made some headway. I was especially interested in his ideas on time and being. I've found that thus far, Heidegger's thoughts have intrigued me the most, and I decided to look further into his work. Being, according to Heidegger, is the ground upon which all beings exist. We must differentiate between being, capital B, and beings, lowercase b. Beings are objects that exist through being, and being can only be experienced through beings. Everything that exists is a being. Plants, animals, humans, dirt, chairs, cars, everything. Dasein is a being that for whom this grand idea of being is an issue. If you can even begin to imagine this idea of being, you are Dasein. Humans are Dasein because they possess an awareness that other living beings do not. Dasein possesses a sense of time. We consider the past, present, and future. This is an essential part of being. Death is the end of life, and an important part of any living being's existence, whether they realize it or not. Animals have an instinct for self-preservation. It is built into their core. However, from what we understand, they possess no concept of the end of life. It's not really an issue for them because their furry brains don't think about it ahead of time, unlike humans. Dasein recognizes the inevitable end and will react to it. This may include working out to prolong life, thereby postponing death. Turning to God towards the end, not an uncommon trend among those caught in the embrace of death. And perhaps leaving a legacy so that they may be remembered by something when their abstract form no longer exists. This is a major difference between Dasein and other living beings. It is this awareness that sets us apart. As I mentioned earlier, it is also this concept of time that we possess. And so, after wrestling with these ideas for a while, I believe I have arrived at some kind of conclusion. I think that to be is to be aware of the timeline of our lives and react and respond to the events of the past, present, and future in an authentic way. What do I mean by authentic? In existentialist philosophy, to be authentic is to persevere in mind, spirit, and character. We can only be truly authentic when we have come to terms with being in our material world. Another way to look at authenticity is in terms of art or music. An artist's authenticity is measured by how faithful the work of the artist is to the artist's self, rather than conforming to the pressures of society. With this in mind, we might say that to truly be is, in a way, to appreciate our existence and environment as Dasein. Other living beings cannot exist in this way. By appreciate, I mean react and respond to the many events in life from the time we have awareness to the time just before we cease to exist. If we can begin to understand being, then we can, in many ways, improve our lives and thrive as humans.